Feel like I warm up my voice.
Okay,
Sit
ready?
up straight.
Sit up.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a big moment for you.
My first appearance on the U Up podcast.
Hello and welcome to the UP Podcast. I am Jared Freed.
And I am Sami Sage.
It is so good to be here with you, Sami Sage. Welcome to the show. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me. I have to say that if I were a listener and I was expecting Jordana and I tuned in and got me, I would be like kind of upset.
Why? What are you talking about?
Because
you're one of our original co-hosts.
Oh yes, the first episode.
The first episode.
Well,
so this is your second episode of the UP Podcast.
Well, the reason is because Jordana's like right now at like kind of the big moment in her life, and like if I'm a fan, I'm a listener. I want to hear from Jordana right now.
You want to hear from her. You want to know what's going. Well, that's why.
And we're pre-recording, so it's not like I can even give an update.
Well, let me just say that's a great segue. Thank you for doing that. To sign up for benefits. Jordana's still doing those episodes. We're gonna get check-ins with Jordana. Sign up, $5 a month. You get 2 extra podcasts a month, plus no ads. It comes out a day early. That is what we call a deal.
I'm a subscriber.
You're a subscriber. I get feedback from you all the time.
Yep.
What's your thoughts? I mean, as a listener,
on which thing?
What's the first thing that came to mind when I ask about the show? And what would you bring up? What would you question? You're a listener.
I would say, okay, if I'm a listener, I'd be like, Jared, you gotta come on.
Wrap it up.
What do you mean wrap it up?
Like get married, find a girlfriend?
No, I don't mean like get married, find a girlfriend.
This means wrap it up. This is the sign for if you're listening and not watching on YouTube. She just did the twirl the finger
Here's what
around.
I'll tell you. What's the definition of insanity? Doing
Repeating
the same
thing over and over again.
Yes. And I think as a listener, I can only be fully honest and say that sometimes I just want to like text you in the middle and be like, Jared, get over it.
Get over it. Well, get over what?
Like your parents making you feel bad about yourself.
I talk about that.
I know.
And I don't
some of it's funny.
Well, I don't walk out of here. And cry my way home.
No, I know. I'm not suggesting you do.
My things with my parents, like when I have things out here about them, this isn't something I'm like hiding from them.
No,
like
I don't think so.
I do give them feedback, so
yes.
But also I'm never going to divorce my parents. I think that's like a thing right now where people are like, what do they call it?
Going no contact. Yeah, no, I don't think you have to go no contact in any. I think your parents are great.
Yeah,
I think your problem. I think your parents are great. Yeah. I think you're very enmeshed with your parents, and you can. And I don't think you need to go no contact or even like separate from them fundamentally to be not enmeshed with them.
I don't think it's a bad thing to be enmeshed with them. Like I think that that feedback from people. I think a therapist would disagree. Well, I would say this is me being, stupid male Jared, okay? This is why I come to Betches, so I can hear feedback on my own opinion.
Yes.
I don't just go to the echo chamber. I only heard the enmesh thing from women.
Because...
Why is it? And this was back to the debate that we had about kissing the parents.
Oh,
do you remember that episode?
We were talking Tom about Brady?
No, we had someone write in that they're seeing someone who's kissing their parents.
Yes.
No,
yes,
I asked Jordana, and people were.
She was like, but Jordana's very sensitive to these things.
But that's okay. My point on that, and the way I felt I was being misunderstood, I'm not for kissing a parent.
Right.
I am not like sitting here saying it's not weird. Yeah. If I dated someone who happened to kiss their parents and everything else was perfect, I wouldn't touch the parent kissing. I would go, let me let that boat flow down the river because I got everything else.
Yes, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
The enmesh thing to me always seems like, I think sometimes these words, like gaslighting, kind of get down, they start in a good place.
Yes.
And then it gets taken over by people who want to use them to kind of work their way out of discussion because now we've brought in therapy words and now we don't have to use critical thought at all.
Let me say it in a way that isn't using that word.
Sure.
I think that, obviously like your parents are critical of like your body and they're like, oh, what are you doing? Like, whatever. I know that some of that is like ball busting and it's like funny, but I think
it is not. Well, no, I would.
But some of it is.
I would give
real.
credit to it.
Yeah,
it is them being honest how they feel. Yeah,
I think it's a few things. But when you hear that from like your parents, who are your most important like relationship, like you can't unmake that. You start to see yourself as they see you. So you see yourself as like less. You see yourself with this sort of like nudge down.
Sure.
Whereas like I think if you weren't, if this wasn't, if I didn't make this symbol, right. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like I think that you would be, if you could be freed of your parents' impression of you, which is what the symptom of enmeshment is, you could move to.
That's a more relatable, understandable explanation of it.
Like you could be freed of like this voice that's like, whoa, like when my parents say something like about that, or
will they getting
will
ahead
they
of
hate
their
this
opinion.
person or what will they say about this job idea?
Right.
Like you then could know what they would say and also not be like driven by it at all.
And
that's
fair.
what I mean.
I think it's a more full story than maybe I let on here because it's like it's hard to tell the good
You're
parts.
trying to be funny also.
I don't know. They are not trying.
No, you are trying to make jokes.
Right. And the positives are like my dad will look at me and go, you're like very successful. Like he'll say that to me.
Right.
And but then he'll go, you're very successful. Like not a lot of people are doing what you're doing. You should be proud of that.
Right.
And then I'll be like, yeah, he goes, how much are your tickets for the show? And I go, well, they're like $40. He goes, you're not worth more than that. He goes, that's a good price.
So like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It goes back and forth. And to me, I think parents are always 10% right.
Yeah, look, it's important
because it comes from a place of honesty.
Look, it's important to not have.
I'm not charging $200. That's the reason that people should be thanking me. That's why I'm not charging $200.
It's like why is that the thing that we have to be focusing on when it comes to your career? Like, why do you like? I think every person needs to kind of hold two ideas in their head to stay not delusional, which is like, okay, I've done really amazing things, and I've also like screwed up, and I'm just one person, and blah blah blah, and that's like something that you have to like hold in your head. But if your dad's giving you that idea, it's like you're kind of, how are you going to ever get past like the idea that you could be something more than what like your parents see you as?
Sure, that's fair, but I think I do hold it in my I do. Listen, the idea
you are very
like,
successful.
No, I have that in the shower too. Like I sit in the shower and go, Jared, you are the funniest, most successful fucking dude. No one's better than you. Everyone else sucks. Everyone should go to your show. Everyone should laugh at every joke you say. And then I also go, you could work harder. You could be a little bit better.
Yeah.
That story was kind of a hacky thing you did. And I think I think that's what makes us all aware. I think that's what makes this a good podcast.
I agree.
And that's why we answer these questions.
I agree.
In a way that's thoughtful, rational, and fair.
Look, I also think that like most of, I don't want to be so general, but like a lot of people who are talking about these kind of things are a little bit more delusional about themselves. And I think generally like I'd prefer to listen to someone who's on the side of like less delusional about themselves, even if they're like wrong. They're both sort of wrong. And I'd rather I think it's safer if someone sort of underestimates themselves. I don't know. But
listen, overestimating yourself, you're like, I'm with an unaware fucking weirdo.
Yes, yes. You're like, you really think like you're that important? I'm like, ooh, yeah.
I know that's the worst slip up I think someone can do.
Right.
Is overestimating yourself.
And I think you are very afraid of doing that.
I am petrified.
I know.
Of overestimating myself.
I know.
What's going on with you?
What's going on with
me? You're married. We got to update people with your life relationship.
Yeah.
They know you from, the morning announcements and
Betches.
At Betches.
The first episode of this show.
The first episode of this show. A founder, a CEO.
Not quite.
Whatever, all those things.
A news lady.
A news lady. I would never. Okay, news lady.
News lady.
What's going on with, you're married?
I'm married. I've been married since 2020. So 5 years.
5
5
years.
and a half. Yeah. And I've been dating.
What are you dealing with
since,
in married life right now? Like what's kind of like, what's like thing on your mind?
I'll tell you, the number one thing is like, should we have kids?
How do you feel?
I don't know. I go back and forth.
Give me the back and forth. Let's go to the devil and the.
Okay.
I guess I don't want to call it a devil and an angel
because
because
it's not.
Again, I'm being careful with my words because
let's just say the two voices.
The two voices.
The two angels.
But isn't it interesting that I'm more careful than anyone that I think than the regular, like my parents would be. Right. My parents would go, why? And I'm sure you're hearing from these people. Why wouldn't you? What's wrong? What's going on? And people don't know how to answer those questions, but they do have love when they ask those questions. I don't think they mean to be mean.
It really depends on the person. I also feel like because I talk a lot on a microphone, it's not like you can't find out. I've said things. There's ways to I've said know. Things for why. I have a few reasons. Should I do bad or bad? Okay, I'll do the no reasons first.
The reasons for no, but not bad. Let's not put it under bad or
the reasons for no. Okay. Well, first of all, and this is probably the most important, we really like our life. We are happy and are free, and it's really great to be
You sound like you sound like a single man in his 40s.
I know, and
because I'm in that same boat. Why would I rock this boat?
Right. I'll tell you parts of that.
You guys like each other?
Yeah. Yeah. We like each other. We have fun.
Travel.
We travel. We do stuff.
No expense spared. If you watch you on Instagram stories,
we're
every
incredibly
hotel,
lucky.
every caviar, every concert. The sages know how to live.
We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. We are very lucky to be.
I know how to embarrass the betches. I know how to make them cringe a little bit.
Yes.
Mention Jordana's huge, spacious mansion.
Well, Jared, glad you've been to my house. No, okay. This we're very, very fortunate to be able to live freely like this and to feel economically, financially stable and have enjoy each other.
And enjoy each other. I think the economic part, you have to say that.
But it's
true. I mean, it's part of it, but I'm saying.
It definitely helps.
It helps.
Money does buy happiness.
Sure, but how much you spend is really more important than how much you earn. So I'm saying anyone at any level, if you're living within your means,
if you're paying over your means,
you're feeling okay. Right. So your means.
And we can enjoy ourselves within them.
But I'm saying, liking each other in a marriage 5 years in, you go, well, why would we add a variable?
Well, I'll tell you reasons. So. My mom lost her brother.
Devil.
Okay.
I'm
so
going.
No. This is the why. This is why not to continued. I lost my brother. Mm-hmm. He was autistic and he had a really it was tough growing up, and it was not I did not have an easy, lovely, amazing. My life now is the smoothest it has ever been in my whole life. Most of it was not smooth.
Right.
And really, since post marriage was much post relationship is when it kind of became much more smooth.
Which would encourage the idea of why would I change this up?
Right.
Yeah.
And my mom also lost her brother.
Uh-huh.
And had also a very sick brother. So there's this kind of it kind of this feeling of family stuff repeating itself. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I'm afraid that something would everyone pictures having a kid, they're picturing the good moments. Right. And they know it's going to be hard, but they don't think about I think there's a level, and this isn't everybody, but let's say I do have a child. By that time, I will have thought about it so thoroughly and decided that this is something I'm doing. But I think a lot of people that's the next thing you're doing.
Right.
Married kid. It would be almost what are we doing here? We're just sitting here waiting.
Right.
I actually think a lot of people wouldn't know what to do with themselves if they were in mine and Avi's position. So what's the next thing? There is no next thing. It's we have a lot of next things. We'll
plan a trip,
a party, have people over. We have 13 nieces and nephews. He has 4 siblings who all have 4 kids, 5 kids.
Is your mom?
No. So my mom's single.
But is your mom pushing at all? Or no?
Not really.
How about his side of the family?
No, because his family's religious. Mm-hmm. So they live sort of just a totally different lifestyle than we do. And I think that they kind of learned don't push him to things because he doesn't like to be pushed.
So, but that's nice.
Yeah, no, it's and they also have so many grandkids. They want it. They're busy. They're busy. They're busy. They're on the go. I'm also feel okay, I froze my embryos.
So that takes a lot off your mind.
A little bit off, yeah.
Yeah.
And then on and then on the positive side, the want to side, I'll give you like the good reason. I'll give you the shallow reason.
Okay.
The good reason is that like, and this scares me a little bit. It's also kind of the not want to reason is that all the work you put into a kid, the unpredictability of it, like that you don't know what you're going to get, like you don't know how they'll turn out, anything could happen. That feeling like has a reward also.
Of course.
And it deepens your life. And like, I know that I'm choosing to like not add that dimension for better and worse.
What you're saying, the way you're saying it is the way you'll never see it on a TikTok.
Yeah.
Of this idea of like, yeah, when you choose a direction, you lose. There's, there's pros and cons to everything. And not having a child, like you're missing out on certain depths of life that other people will understand that you'll never get to.
Exactly.
And that's something that you would like.
I feel that
you see the benefit of it.
Yes. I it's not like I'm like, oh, why would anyone have kids? Like, yes, I think the world is very scary right now, but I don't think that would necessarily stop me from having kids as much as being like okay, well, at least I don't have to deal with any kids right now.
Listen, we just made a list. It's going to be on a future episode of things that make me cringe on a date. Why would anyone want kids these days is one of those things I'd be like, I should stop talking.
Here's the thing, like, I understand why you might have that like thought.
The fear I get, but why would anyone?
But
go
like,
fuck yourself.
no, like humans have been through way worse shit, and they kept procreating, and like there's meaning in it. And I think the idea that like people try to like also this is what like the child-free stuff. Like I don't always want to be around kids, but like I don't think that children are like a waste and like a burden.
Well, those videos should show everyone that all of the videos are fraudulent.
Yeah.
Like when someone goes on and speaks about children, like I would say this, I fly more than most.
Yeah.
I've never been bothered by a baby on a plane.
Really?
Never.
That's surprising.
Let's say I'm not 100% away from the next person.
Yeah.
So let's say a baby has ruined your flight. The amount of times that's happened is very small compared to the amount of times people talk about it.
Yes.
Like,
it's annoying, but like, okay, it's a human. Like,
right. And we have amazing headphones now.
Yeah.
We have amazing headphones. Like better headphones than anyone has ever had in the history of headphones. I'm saying I fly. So whenever I hear someone complain about babies on planes, I go, that person is out to have people agree. They're fraudulent. They're a bad actor.
Or they're like in a bad mood and it's like compounding on their bad mood.
It's a bad actor. They're trying to get everyone to know, to agree with them in some way because they're fucking miserable.
Right. Like sometimes humans under 5 do need to transport to other places.
Right. Listen.
How dare they?
Our friend Jordana is going to be flying home with a newborn as new as it gets.
I can't even like imagine that. Like
I keep saying to her, I go, less
you
than one.
Gone.
Can you imagine?
Your
first thing, like at least let me feed it first. Like, I gotta bring it on a plane. It's like high level shit.
Their situation is like a sitcom because of like suddenly they're like flush with baby. Or,
I know.
Please God, everything. Yeah. I don't know. By the time this comes out, whatever. And like their first experience is like coming home on a plane with a baby.
I know. It makes me so happy. Like when she said that when she got this special situation, I was like, yeah.
Right. It's like it makes sense why all the special bad shit was happening.
Right. It makes you, so happy, and it makes you. We're sitting here both gushing. That's what it makes you do. Okay.
Yeah.
So
so that, and then this actually is a good segue. The other reason to have them is because of the like kind of like the social pressure or the social desire.
Do you feel the social pressure?
Like not the way other people do, but like you can't avoid the social pressure really. But it's not the social pressure. It's like it's not even pressure. It's like everyone's talking about it, and I'm like,
you're left out.
I'm left out, but I'm also like, I don't actually want to talk about this. Like I don't actually want to talk about like this bullshit. This is another no reason. I don't want to have to deal with like the mom shit. Like not being a parent, that doesn't bother me. Like I actually think I would enjoy interacting with a small human. I do like kids, actually.
No, I understand what you're saying completely.
But I don't want to go to the fucking class and talk to the parents and have to do your fucking art project because that's not like I didn't know. This is made up. This is fake.
What us men call women's issues.
Exactly.
I mean, it turns into high school. I mean, look at the Tisdale.
I'm not dealing with that bullshit. Like, I will not.
You say you won't, and then you have a piece of you walking around and you see another kid push your kid over, and now you want to murder that kid's mom.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
you know,
I can't.
It makes you into a different person. You don't know who you're going to be.
I can't with the petty. I can't do petty shit like that. I already did that when I was a child, and I'm not going to.
I mean, I would think that would that scares anyone who grew up in a suburb. Like this idea of
it's just boring.
I have to go back to the suburban
bullshit.
And again, the world is so big now.
It's literally boring to me. And the thing is, like, I feel like I have enough of a career and a life that I don't I can excuse myself from that.
Right, but
like that can't be my life.
I know, I'm with you. I understand that. You would hope I don't get involved in the drama. But then you see like Ashley Tisdale and this mom group thing and you go, man, that is as recognizable as it gets.
See, Ashley Tisdale seems like the problem to me.
I'm with you.
Right?
I think she like self-owned herself, owned herself.
I think the cut op-ed. Maybe let her.
Of course. They go, Ashley maybe came to them. They go, are you kidding me? Are you going to drop a piece of gold in our chest? That's crazy. We have emails here. We want you to send yours in, uup@betches.com. We love an email. We love a screenshot. We love for you to like the show, comment on the show, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you go. Comment on the show. I am on the road. If you're listening right now, this comes out on Wednesday, February 11th. Woo! New York City.
We're all 10 days away from the worst day of the year.
We're almost there. We'll dance around the campfire on the actual day.
It's a shame that Jordana's kid can't be born that day. It's like it would really have been poetic. Really late.
That would be really late.
It would be weeks late. Yeah.
So that they would probably induce at that point, right?
There's no possible way it could. No.
We can only pray.
No, it's not happening.
So listen, this is coming out. I am in New York City the night before Valentine's Day Eve. If you're looking for something to do, if you want to get a guaranteed win, buy a ticket to my show. First one sold out. Toronto, there's very few tickets left. And then I am coming to, where am I going after that? Is it on there? Do we know? Tempe, Arizona, LA, Los Angeles. We added a show in Los Angeles for the Netflix is a Joke Festival. And then I am also coming to Vancouver and I'm coming to Seattle, which I think tickets are very low in Seattle. So get your tickets, jaredfreid.com, and go check out Sammy's podcast at Betches and Morning Announcements. Follow her at Sammy. And then I have a book coming out.
Yes.
The book is coming.
I want the book.
I'll get you the book.
Jared, is it the first book you've ever read?
I still haven't read it. Who said I read it? I wrote it. What do I got to read it for?
You read? Well, just once.
All right, you want me to do one pass? I did a little brush by.
Are you able to read this email? Or
we'll see. You want me to go, or you want to go? You want to do the honors?
Do you think you can handle it?
I can handle it.
Okay.
J&J and S.
Yes.
I'm a 36-year-old man living in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, actively dating. I've been seeing a woman, also 36, for about 7 weeks now, and overall things have been great. We have strong banter, go on fun dates, have met some of each other's friends. We follow each other on Instagram. Okay, that is basically engaged.
How long is this overall? Oh, 7 weeks.
7 weeks. Okay. She's beautiful, sharp, has a high-profile job in PR that I genuinely admire.
You want to marry her?
So he likes her.
He wants to marry her.
I don't really care much about social media. My Instagram is pretty weak, and I mostly just scroll. That said, we became IG friends. I was excited to learn a little bit more about her. What stood out to me is that she doesn't have any older photos posted. Everything feels very current and curated. At one point, while she was showing me a family photo, I briefly saw an older picture of her where she looked noticeably heavier. It was quick and not something she lingered on. Since then, I can't shake the feeling that she may have gone through a significant weight loss recently, possibly with the help of GLP-1 medications. To be clear,
modern miracle.
Listen, we'll talk about it. To be clear, the weight loss itself is not a turnoff. What's giving me pause is the feeling that she might be intentionally hiding that part of her past. When someone goes through a big physical change, it feels like something that might naturally come up over time. I'm wondering if there's an unspoken rule with these new medications to keep it private. I know some people are very open about it while others aren't. I'm torn because I don't want to project my own issues or come across as invasive, but I also can't ignore that it has turned me off a bit. I'm unsure whether this is, and then he puts bullet point. This guy really went to town.
This is a very well organized email.
Great email.
Very literate.
A red flag about transparency, a total normal boundary around body image and medical choices, or something that's simply none of my business. So my questions are, should I keep my mouth shut about anything related to body image or weight loss? Or is it reasonable to ask about it if it's bothering me this early on? Would love your take on whether this is my issue to unpack or something worth addressing. Thank you. What else are you hiding from me?
Potentially nothing.
Well, if this was a man, every woman, what else is he hiding?
I don't know.
If a guy says my relationship, I got a divorce, what'd you do? You know, like I'm just saying that
maybe it depends how evolved the woman is.
I'm just yeah.
Okay. I get it. I have a lot of thoughts actually. Okay, I actually think it's a big opportunity for this guy because if you you don't have a problem
personal
with
first.
Personal. Yes, I've done GLP-1s. I've talked about it. I am on it. It's the most amazing thing ever.
I am on it. I've talked about it on benefits. Listen, I am one of the
original DSTers.
The original Diet Starts Tomorrow guests. I loved that show when you guys were on it. I had a blast going on that show and talking about body issues. I think that show really got us to know the audience in a different way.
Yes.
It probably pushed me to talk more about it on stage. So that show was important to me. I would also say that the GLP-1 thing has been really badly translated to the public.
So bad.
It has been taken over by, again, bad actors. And I think to me, I would describe it. So I'm a month in, even the way it was presented to me from my parents. I talk about it on stage about my dad offering me his Ozempic. And I do a whole bit on it. If you have gone to my show, just sit back and have fun with the bit. You don't have to get it. We don't have to have a kumbaya. I can talk about it on a podcast.
Yeah, I'm done with the
but it's also
disclaimers.
To me, it's like ADD medication.
Yes.
It is the idea. It starts at vanity and then it's not vanity.
Yeah. It can start wherever, but yeah.
It can start wherever. But for me personally, I might lose some weight. And then it became, oh shit.
Oh, I fixed my life problems.
Right. I have a whole thing off my mind that I never had before. But would you, as a woman who, again, she's deleting all her pictures.
Yeah.
How would you want to be approached on that if you're not bringing it up?
So this is what I mean about the opportunity, because it's not really about weight. This is the thing with the GLP-1, generally, conversation. Everyone makes it about weight, but it's actually not really about weight. Mm-hmm. And weight is the only thing we can see.
Right.
And weight is the only reason that people even realize that there was something to treat, Mm-hmm. But in reality, all of this is if you have eating issues, it's in your head. It's not just on your body.
Right.
So what this person's dealing with is that they still have the head problem, even though they don't have the body problem, quote unquote, anymore. Mm-hmm. And I think that why this is an opportunity is because I think you ask, or this person asks, is it a red flag about transparency, a total normal boundary, or something simply none of my business? It's it's a little bit of all of them.
Yeah.
But if this person's going to be in a long-term relationship with this woman, I actually think that something that will, and I mean, in my relationship, I have kind of a parallel to this. When I started dating Avi, I was I was thinner than I had been. And then I have, it was pre-Ozempic, so I gained weight later. But talking about my eating issues with him, that is a thing that helped, helped our relationships, helped me feel more safe. So it's I think that this guy, she's not hiding something from him. Well, I think she's hiding something more from herself. There's shame around this body for her.
Sure, and there's shame around. I mean, that's why people have trouble talking about GLP-1s, is because of the shame of
being fat.
Well, also giving up and being fat, but also what goes with that, that people, I have this debate with my dad. My dad believes that it's 70% a placebo effect.
It's not.
And I know that, but I say to him, I go, I'm not saying it's no placebo, because I think taking anything has a certain amount of placebo.
That's true, but
I would say we are opposite. I'm it's 90-10.
I did not drop 70 pounds in a year from a placebo.
Right. Well, he's on it telling me it's a placebo. So it's that's crazy. But that has to do with shame. That has to do with his reasoning.
Their whole generation is fucked, and we should never listen to one word out of their mouth.
But don't put that on them. I'm saying the shame of, he has the same shame that anyone has, is that, not being in shape is not trying. And it's like, so when you take a medicine, you're like opting out of, you're too weak to try, which is not the case.
That's what I'm saying about.
So I mean, she might have this.
She does. Right. I'm assuming she does.
But to make it about a relationship, I'm sorry to interrupt, because I don't think she's holding out on intimacy.
You do think she is?
Absolutely. Yeah. You're not sharing something that is a part of who you are. Like, just like you said with Avi, did it make the relationship better to talk about your eating issues with Avi?
Yes, but
that's intimacy.
Yeah, it is. But I'm trying to think back, because I also had Jai Stars tomorrow, so it's like he could kind of it's not like I had to just bring it out like randomly.
It was a little bit less difficult for you because you practice the words on a podcast. Like I have that in my life.
Right.
When I talk about dating, I can talk about dating on a date, and I sound like I know what I'm fucking talking about, because I can have, I have you guys here to tell me right, wrong, maybe, But
he also like witnessed it. Like when I was obsessive about about random things like food, or like, do I look skinny, or blah, blah, blah. And like, so he noticed like, oh, it's actually kind of annoying when you're constantly asking me like 5 times in an hour if you look skinny, or like, and so he gets that like that is an issue, and that is part of like these feelings about, my body. And I think the problem is that people feel like Ozempic is this cheat code because all they see is the weight. Right. They don't see the person who is that size because of a bigger internal issue that Ozempic is treating.
Well, and that's would you say that someone who's dealing with that issue, do you think, this is a man writing in. Yeah. So I kind of like see his side of like, I see where he's coming from, where it's like, if I was dating someone that wasn't telling me about it, I would feel like I don't know.
What are they supposed to say, by the way? I used to be fat?
No. Well, now you're making it a body thing.
I'm just wondering, it is a body
I think there's a level of intimacy that you're ready to be vulnerable with someone.
Right.
And if you're not ready to do that, maybe you're not mature enough to be in a very stable, communicative relationship. And I think every woman thinks from birth that they are ready for a communicative, stable relationship.
No, you have
I
to
would
practice.
Say that, right? And if you're not practicing here, like I understand his anxieties.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think what I would say is like, okay, if I were this woman in her position, and I was like super sensitive about this,
which is
what I would
okay, yeah.
Which is normal, like
totally normal.
This is the whole thing. What I would say, what I would want, what would make me feel the least uncomfortable is if at some point it comes up, it has to come up organically, but like something about maybe how you hid the picture, like, hey, I noticed that you like hid, you swiped away from, or it has to come up. It has to come up organically.
Right, I'm trying to think. Organically could be, I mean, honestly, there's enough commercials for them now that
I don't think it's
help.
About asking about like the drug necessarily. It's about asking about, do you feel like you don't, like, it's kind of like the guy has to say like, hey, like you don't have to hide. She has to feel safe to be like, admit that she's hiding. So he has to say first, he has to signal first, I think, like, you don't have to hide that you used to be fat, essentially.
Right.
Like, I accept you how you look, whether you achieved it with like GLP-1 or not. Like the guy has to communicate that somehow. I don't know how, like, I don't think he should like sit her down and have a talk about it. But I think through the course of conversation, maybe you're a little drunk, maybe you're telling each other like stuff. I don't know.
I've had this in dating before where I felt that I was like getting a version of someone. Like they were kind of quote unquote behaving.
Right.
And that was frustrating to me because it was hard for me because then I am forced to be vulnerable.
Everyone behaving a little in the beginning of a relationship?
Of course they are, but I'm just saying I felt that I was being less behaved than them.
Okay.
You know, I felt that
wasn't even amounts of misbehavior.
Right. I just, it wasn't opening up. You know, I've been on dates where I'm like, you know, what's the thing where I was asked, you know, what's the thing you dream about having? And you go, you know, and then you go in this explanation of like, well, I dream of this and I hope for that. And then the person, you go, well, what about you? And they go, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. You know, like, you're like, okay, well, what the fuck happened just now?
Yeah.
Why, you know, I was forced to be, and sometimes I think, in a world where, from this guy's perspective, the email that's written in, it's like him being like, let me speak for myself. I would say that if I was in a position where I felt someone was holding back and then I'm like being there, then for me to do this step, I'd have to be like totally sure about them. Like for me to like ask for this and that makes it even harder. Or like from my end, it would make it so hard because I'd be like, well, now that I've asked for that and I've gotten them to be vulnerable, I kind of have no way out. I mean, that's my own insecurities.
No. Because listen,
I mean, he might want to hear that.
She might want to hear that.
I'm saying he might want to hear that he's not locked in.
He's not.
Right. Okay.
He's not locked in. This only feels like such a big conversation because he feels it's a big conversation. And she clearly does too. Right. But what I think is like, yes, you might have a point, like she might be giving him a well-behaved version, but the well-behaved version might not be because she wants to hide something. It might be because she has inherent shame about this.
Sure.
And so you're getting that, and like it might, like she may not be able to unlock anymore until she has a little bit of sureness, and the guy doesn't want to give sureness to her until he's sure. But actually, he doesn't really owe her. It's not like you owe someone an engagement ring because they like spoke about their trauma. Like people, it's not like that. Like I think that even the act of like showing acceptance, even if you don't end up together long term, will help heal this person to some, or I don't want to say that, but I don't know if it will. But like that will help that person to be vulnerable regardless of whether, like as long as this person isn't trying to like really be judgmental or harmful and they're really willing to give the relationship a chance.
So what would be a way that if someone came to you and was like, hey, I noticed that you had a pretty significant weight loss. Is there anything you want to talk about? I don't know if he even has the right. Like that's like as I said it, I'm like,
who the fuck am I? It would have to come up like organically. It would have to come up like in the course of
That's why I mentioned the commercials. The commercials, like I'm like, it's on TV. Whoa, what are these? I would do the. What are these things?
Maybe
Serena Williams.
Okay,
what do you think?
That kind of thing, like the Serena Williams thing, might have been a good opportunity. It's in the past, but like maybe if an actor, something like that, or even if you know someone who lost a lot of, or my mom's friend, blah blah blah, like bring up something that makes sense and like be non-judgmental about it.
Well, of course. It doesn't sound like this person would be judgmental. It sounds
like
I
don't think so either.
Have a pretty understanding vibe to them. But I would say, like, let's say I go, like, I'm like, Sammy, have you heard? Like, you haven't told me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my aunt just told me they're on Ozempic, isn't that like, and she looks unbelievable. Like, that's crazy. It's just amazing what these drugs can do. And then you just wait.
I don't think you do it like that. like the way you're setting it up.
In conclusion,
this is the thing.
These drugs sound pretty awesome.
And I would never judge someone for taking them. No, like you know,
pretty rad what these GLP-1s are doing. It feels like you're giving the birds and the bees talk to your kid.
Have you ever tried to bring something up organically?
No.
Okay.
What's going on, Skinny Minnie? Tell me the story. Yeah, I don't know what I don't envy. To me, I've been in this situation.
I think maybe you need to learn how to bring things up.
I get scared when someone doesn't want to be this deep with me because it's like someone saying I'm not ready to have sex to me.
It's not.
Well, why not?
Because they're not conscious. They're not doing this. They're not like someone.
You don't think this person is holding out this information consciously?
No, they're doing it consciously, but they don't necessarily like. They're not doing it because it's not like that straightforward in their heads.
Here's the sex version that I'm
like if they're hiding it because they think they can hide it.
Well, are they going to hide it forever?
No.
When do they come out with it? When's the day that they tell the person they love about their past?
What is their past? That they were fat?
You just had two different explanations. You can't say it's not about fat.
No, it is.
And then go, well, you want to hear about me being fat?
No, but here's the thing. Like, what are they supposed to say? Like, what are they supposed to say?
I have issues with eating, and I take a medication that helps me through those issues. It's resulted in me having a body change that is really kind of a mind fuck for me.
Yeah, well, I think that's...
And telling it to you makes me feel deeper with you on a different level, and I really wasn't sure how to bring it up. That's how, if I were her, that's how I would say it, but I can't like push a string. I'm saying for sex, the corollary to sex is, hey, sex puts me on a different level with someone. If we have sex right now, we are I'm in a different relationship than I was before. I would say that's a sign that says beware of commitment.
Yes. Okay.
You know, like commitment this way lies, you know?
My sense is that she's not like hiding from the emailer. She's hiding from, it's like more about her.
Right. No, I would agree.
And this emailer like could be any person, like anyone who they got.
Do you think her friends know?
Yes. Of course her friends know, unless her friends are all her friends from 7 weeks ago.
Right. Well, right. She's forced to tell her friends.
Because there's not, no, it's not. I don't think she's trying to hide that she's on it. She's trying to like put the evidence. Like she just doesn't want it to like be there. It's also like.
She's trying to sweep it under the rug. But I don't know.
Because the world treats you like shit when you're fat. So she would like to not have that burden on her social media.
That's fine. The social media though is a symptom, not the disease.
Yes.
Like I can't see myself with someone not hearing about that.
I agree.
And how we came to those conclusions. And I'm not saying I guess I'm sounding like I'm saying like I deserve that as a partner.
It's not about deserving it. It's more about like
I just feel like I wouldn't be in a partnership.
Right. I think that it is normal to know the level, to know the medications that the person you're in a committed relationship with is on.
Similar but different. Like, how has your relationship with Avi changed since being on it? Like
hasn't really.
Not at all.
Not really. No.
Okay.
And like I've been every weight like with Avi, and he was really very like he really wasn't like judgmental about my weight gain, like at all. And then with the Ozempic,
for loss.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, I'll tell you what he is. Oh, he's like, he hates that I'm like so sedentary. You know what I mean?
Well, he's like, he does active. So much.
Yes.
He's not to be trusted with what's sedentary.
Yes, I know.
Versus.
Exactly. Right. So he's like, okay. And then also like, I have very weird eating habits. Like, I eat like late in the day.
Yeah.
He's like, how about some like real food? Like last night I went to a dinner and he's like, I'm so glad you're going to a dinner. You're going to have a real meal. Like, you're not going to like order some bullshit.
Would you like snack? Is that?
Yeah, I snack, or I'll just like, I hate having to like prepare shit. I just want it to go from my hand to my mouth like a baby. This is why I don't have a baby. I am the baby.
Let's do another question. Yeah. I think this is a subject that is like, I'm happy we're talking about it.
We could talk about this forever.
No, I could go all day. I mean, I think the snack food industry is in trouble.
Oh, they'll be okay.
You think so?
I don't really care.
I mean, I'm not saying. I'm not weeping for Lay's.
What are they? Do you really think they're in trouble? Like, no, they'll be like.
I'm just saying.
I still eat. I just had a bag of potato chips for lunch.
I still eat. Yeah, but I would have had 17 bags of potato chips. I'm saying the snacks in my house have been there for a month.
You know, yeah, I know.
So I mean, that's different for me.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah, you used to have to like clean out your kitchen every night.
Right.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
And it's not because I'm not eating.
No, it's because you don't eat all of it.
We're eating like it's the 1950s, and I have a little tiny burger from McDonald's, and I go, that was delicious, and these 3 fries.
Yeah, all right, I'm good.
Let's do an Icky or Picky. We love Icky or Picky.
Love.
It is the game that is crossing the country. Everyone's talking about it. You're dating someone, you get the ick. Is it a true ick, or are you just being picky? Sammy, go for it.
Okay.
And we have screenshots.
I love screenshots. Nothing I love more than a screenshot.
Love it.
Hi, J&J and me. Love you both, and I'm an avid you up and oversharing listener.
Love it.
I have an Icky or Picky for you that I would love your thoughts on. I went for a coffee date with a guy I met on Hinge. He was very sweet and easy to talk to, but when we were texting after the date, I noticed he was editing almost every text he sent. Normally, if I see edited under the occasional message, I assume it was a typo and don't bother to look at the edit history.
Hold on. I didn't know there was such a thing as edit history.
Are you regretting that?
I'm not. There's really nothing to regret. Like
have you ever edited something really embarrassing that you think maybe?
If I edit it, it's like my own OCD tendencies to be like, well, I meant if, not of.
Yeah.
But, but I'm thinking about it now. I guess I've never thought about it. I thought you edit it and it's just good to go. So you basically...
So you thought they just said edited and then they didn't let the person know what was edited?
Yeah.
That would be silly.
Is it?
Yeah.
You can unsend a message. You can't get that one back.
Yeah, I guess.
Unsend would be something that I would do for an embarrassing one. And that's
or like irrelevant now.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could do this.
Well, I'm glad that you haven't done anything. I'm glad you haven't written like, fuck you, and then edited it.
Yeah. I meant muck you.
Yeah. Suck you. Normally, if I see edited under the occasional message, I assume it was a typo and don't bother to look at the edit history. But when I realized how many of his responses had been edited, it seemed unusual. I tapped on the edit history and saw that nearly every text had been edited 4 to 5 times to move around a couple words, add or remove smiley faces, exclamation marks, etc. Part of me thinks it's sweet that he's trying to be so thoughtful about what he says, but the other part of me is a little bit turned off by how much he seems to be second-guessing himself and feels like it might show a general lack of confidence. Either way, I'm almost certain he doesn't know that the edit history is visible.
I would say that.
So.
I don't think I would love to see the gender responses to "Do you know that this exists?"
I do too.
Every woman seems to know. Joe, did you know?
Can we get a poll?
You did know?
Maybe it's an age.
Maybe it's age.
Maybe it's people who read the description on when they updated the.
I've never thought to click on edit.
I don't either, because like who cares? It's usually just
it's usually nothing.
Yeah. So screenshot attached him an example. For context, on the date, I was telling him about the Pilates studio I teach at, which has a view of the mountains that will make sense when you see it, and told him I would send him pictures when I was back at work. So icky or picky, he edits all of his texts after he sends them and follow up. Should I tell him I can see the edit history? Can't wait to hear what you think. Maybe he's listening.
Okay, he might be listening. We have no idea.
Do you want to go through the edits?
Do you want me to read it? I'll read it the way it sounds to her.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
You be her, I'll be him.
Okay.
All right, perfect.
So she says, also, I promised you photos of the studio.
So we're assuming she sent the photos of the studio with the mountain background.
Yeah.
Ha ha! It's actually the ultimate vibe. And agreed, the mountains are a perfect little touch.
Yeah, like she put them there.
And then he corrects it. Ha ha! It's actually the ultimate vibe. And I admit, I'm only a tiny bit jealous, winky face. The mountains are a perfect little touch, though. Then he rethinks that one. Ha ha! It's actually the ultimate vibe. And I admit, I'm only a tiny bit jealous, winky face. The mountains are a perfect touch, though.
He took out Lil.
Okay. And then he tries again.
Oh, this
ha ha! It's actually the ultimate vibe. And I admit, I'm only a tiny bit jealous, winky face. The mountains are actually a perfect touch.
So that was he typo.
He double type.
He actually had a typo there.
And then he tries again. Ha ha! It's actually the ultimate vibe. And I admit I'm only a tiny bit jealous, winky face. The mountains are actually a perfect touch.
Another typo.
And now another typo. So now this is his last shot. This is the final version. Ha ha. It's actually the ultimate vibe. And I admit I'm only a tiny bit jealous, winky face. The mountains are actually a perfect touch. Well, you finally nailed it. On the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th try.
Okay, the thing is, he only actually changed the sentence twice. Like, he only actually changed the response. Like, haha, it's actually the ultimate vibe is there every time. Then he adds, I admit I'm only a tiny bit jealous. So that stays there. Now that's in winky face. The mountains are a perfect little touch, though. At first, he adds the though and lil, and then he takes out the lil. And then after, it's just typos.
I am so in tune with the female body that I know exactly the moment she dried up. I know it. I know it.
I know when it was. It was
when he.
It was the second one.
When he
and
removed
I'll admit,
the
I'm
lil.
only. No, I actually think it was the adding of the admit. I'm only a tiny bit jealous, winky face. When the first thing, like if he just left and the mountains are a perfect little touch, the first message had just been fine.
Right. Well, I think the moment he acknowledged that Lil was a little bit not manly.
Yeah.
Because that's an acknowledgement. The ick comes from...
He could have just left the lil.
But
the confidence of it.
If you left the lil, I'm a guy who says lil touch.
Yeah.
L-I-L. The minute you remove
and doesn't edit everything.
And does it? What's that?
And is confident to leave enough to leave my messages as they are.
Right. And then the minute he removes the lil, it's an acknowledgement of, oh, maybe I don't sound the right way, which is not a manly trait.
Correct.
And that's what the ick is. It's generally a lot of women saying, it's a moment I saw him act like not a man.
A manly trait is men being overconfident.
Right.
Yes.
And the minute
Lil is hot.
Lil is hot until you until you go, I don't know if I should say Lil. What do I sound like? And now it's like, you're not hot now.
Right. Like I think this is way less hot than if he just again left. It's actually the ultimate vibe. And agreed, the mountains are a perfect Lil touch.
Right.
Okay.
Done.
This is, you know what this is?
Owning the statement is hot.
Yes. Because I never would. I just been like, okay, he says like. Here's the other thing. Avi texts weird shit all the time. I don't care.
Right. Well, what
like, okay, you're a weird texter. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Right. Well, again, he's. It doesn't matter. It's like
I met him in person.
Creepy
Also,
if they're cute. Creepy if they're not cute.
That's what I was about to say.
Right. Like
this is creepy if you don't like them, and not creepy if you like them.
And then it's only creepy when you admit that's not really who I am. So I got to take it back.
Take the
and
Lil.
Now I don't do Lil, but now I'm a guy who does winky face emoji and
you're going to take out the Lil and you're not going to take the winky face.
Here's where it's funny. When I first read this email, I go, well, the screenshots must show that he's like correcting the spelling 7 different times. Like it went from like good to hood to hood to good
Mistakes.
to good. Right. I thought it was like an OCD thing. Like I thought it was like like for her to like know cat versus car. Like I would go, if I were her, I'd go, enough. I get it. I know it's cat. You didn't mean car.
That's
because
like
it's the Lil thing, it's actually a true ick.
Yes, and the change of the sentences, the though, like who cares if you have an extra though, like whatever.
Right. If it was just a word, it would be picky. Because it was this show of insecurity that
it's like,
all of us can see.
It's okay. This is what it is. It's like you workshopped this at brunch, but you were alone.
You just workshopped it out. The brunch was on this text chain.
Yeah. It's like, that's the kind of thing you'd only do when you care. Also, it just shows you like care too much about something that isn't important.
And I feel for him because he's just trying to perfect it. Like, you know, listen.
It's unnecessary.
One person's
stick with your shitty
another,
text.
Right. One person, this is not mean. This is not bad. She's not like a bad person for noticing this. It just sucks. Like you weren't that attracted to him in the beginning. And then he sends this text and corrects it 7 different times. And you go, yeah, that's the straw that broke the camel's back.
Here's
like
the
it's
thing.
over.
If a woman did this, what would you think? Would you get the ick because it's like she's...
No, if it was a woman, it always comes down to, is she hot? I wouldn't be on the date. I wouldn't be texting with her if I wasn't.
Right.
And I think that the ick comes from this questioning of if I'm attracted to them or not.
Interesting. Okay.
That's where I believe.
But what if she's attracted to this guy and he also edits his texts like a pussy?
He'd have to be way hotter than his pussified nature.
I can't imagine someone incredibly hot doing this because they have too much confidence.
This is the whole ick thing.
They have too much confidence. It's I don't know.
This is like a perfect ick because. Again, like he's not the men that get mad about the ick are like the least credible anger people on the internet. They're like they want every woman to agree on what makes them want to fuck a guy or not. Like that's crazy.
Right.
So what they're getting angry about is they're taking it personally because they're like, there's nothing you can do. It's like, dude, you're fine. This isn't going to happen to you if someone likes you.
Right.
And they're worried that no one will ever like them.
You know what I think is sad about this one? It's that he was trying to prevent her from getting the ick originally.
Right. Those are the funniest icks.
Yeah.
She got the ick from him trying to not be an ick.
Yeah. Like that's clearly what happened.
Because you can hear his thought process throughout this whole editing thing.
He's going, the last ones are
Lil, am I a Lil guy? Do I talk Lil?
Yeah.
Does Lil make me look unfuckable? I saw this TikTok.
Right.
He said Lil, and now he's out, and she won't blow him because of that.
This is why you need to workshop these things with the brunch table, not in the edit history.
This guy should be paying me a monthly, and I'll go, you're good.
Just move on from the Lil.
Right. Just move on. Move on. You're good. Just keep moving.
I wouldn't have even noticed it.
I had a guy DM me the other day. He goes, I'm in a huge debate with my girlfriend. She said that she sent him a video of a guy doing the golf swing with no golf club, like practicing as men do. And he's like, she says it's an ick. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry to inform you. No. I was like, Google Jared Freed golf club swing TikTok. It's like one of my most viral videos.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
And I said to him, I go, they all agree. It's unfuckable. I was like, move on from debating it.
Right.
Him debating it might be giving her the
is
ick.
More icky.
Right.
Yeah.
I go, back away, dude.
Right.
This is a landmine.
Right. You're telling me that you're hot doing a fake golf swing.
Right. That even worse offense than the golf swing itself.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Let's do another email.
Okay.
uup@betches.com. We are here with Sammy Sage. And go listen to morning announcements at Betches, breaking down all the pop culture news. J&J and S. Subscriber here, longtime fan of the show. I'm going to get right into it. I've been dating my boyfriend now for a little over a year, and of course, our first Valentine's Day is coming up. This isn't the first Valentine's Day I've spent in a relationship, and I always seem to have the hardest time with gifting for men on this day. Sure, some may say you don't really have to give gifts to each other, or that a nice dinner and some chocolates can be mutually enjoyed. Sure, but from my experience, the guy is usually always the one picking up the bill on the dinner and the one going all out. So my question is, what should girlfriends do to also return the favor? I'm sure Jared will say good old-fashioned blowjob will make any man happy. And I'm not knocking that, LOL. Well, she took the words right out of my mouth.
I was going to say, yeah.
That's exactly,
I was like, yes.
That's exactly the bit I was going to go into.
She stole
took away my bit.
Sorry, she preempted you.
Now I'm going to have to actually answer this question.
Yeah, you're going to have to come up with something you want.
How about a blowjob sandwich? I don't know. But for real, is that it? We're simple. We are simple beasts.
Yeah.
In the past,
it's free.
In past relationships, I've tried to make cute baskets of candy with some of his favorite things: body wash, beard oils, nice socks. But it always feels kind of Us as women get showered on this day. Well, let's not say us. There's a few out there that are listening.
Yeah.
With so many lovely things. And I think the guy sometimes gets the short end of the stick by paying for a nice dinner and flowers, sometimes jewelry and massages. And in return, he gets candy and some socks. This woman is...
It's hilarious that you think we get jewelry on Valentine's Day.
Does she know this podcast is the number one podcast given to a woman who was just dumped before Valentine's Day?
Yeah, sorry. Also, this is the thing. I feel
us ladies getting massages and jewelry. Oh, what to do with all these gifts? But the men get nothing in return. What is she?
They'll be okay. You know what's funny? It's I feel like Valentine's Day is only a holiday for a few people.
Right.
People who are in their 20s, in their first relationship.
Yeah.
People who are in college and kind of want to fuck around, face relationship, and children in days preschool.
Right.
Who are sending Valentines to everyone in the class.
So you and Avi, what will you guys do? You're married 5 years.
Nothing. Probably nothing. I don't know. We don't get each other shit for this.
Right. Once you have kids, now you're getting them kind of dressed up for it. It becomes about the kid. Everything becomes about the kids.
We don't give a fuck. Maybe we'll go out to we'll go out to dinner. Literally.
So do you think Valentine's Day
is not a thing for us? We don't care about that.
If he said nothing, if your husband 5 years in wakes up on Valentine's Day and just ignores it for the day, you will be okay with that.
I mean, we sort of acknowledge that we don't care.
I didn't ask that question.
No, he would be like, "Happy Valentine's Day."
I'm saying, but if he said nothing, you would go, "What the fuck?"
I don't know. I guess maybe.
You ever see those TikToks where the wife or husband messes with the other one? I saw one yesterday. My brother sent it to me. This couple, the woman went into the bagel place and got a bagel and then gave her husband the small bagel.
Oh.
The little baby bagel. And she acted like nothing happened.
That's funny.
And he was like, what is going on? And his reaction was perfect. I saw another one where the guy opened up his burrito and the wife goes to kiss him and then she bites into his burrito and he gets so mad.
That's really funny.
This is one of those that I don't even think any relationship would touch. If you were watch as I don't wish my wife a happy Valentine's Day and see a reaction.
I never know the date, first of all. So it would take, no, I know that is Valentine's Day. It's more like I would like wake up. I wouldn't like think about what day it is. And I like wouldn't.
But you get to 3:00.
Yes, no, I would notice.
And you would notice. I'm just saying it's Valentine's Day at a certain point, for a lot of people, Valentine's Day is a speed bump to get over.
Honestly, it's like, I actually think we have like just so disregarded it as like a meaningful thing.
I'm not saying it's meaningful.
Yeah.
But every one of us has to deal with it. Everyone has to deal with Valentine's Day. Everyone has to, if you're hooking up with someone, you have to have it go through your brain. Do I do something?
Yes,
do I say
if you're
something?
hooking up with someone.
If you're married to someone, you have to say it.
I guess.
It's Beetlejuice. You gotta say it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's
if you don't, I dare someone listening to not say Happy Valentine's Day. I'll dare
see what happens.
See what happens.
Yeah. No. Okay.
So J and S, help me out here. What's a good way to make Valentine's Day just as special for him, Jared? What would your ideal Valentine's Day gift be? Thank you for all you do. A trying to be romantic and thoughtful bitch.
Okay.
Well, I'm happy she asked.
Yeah. Oh God.
This is my perfect Valentine's Day. What would
You've done this before?
Well, no. I would say I think what women do for Valentine's Day, for their husbands, boyfriends, fiancés, whatever, the mistake they make is that they give them a gift that they would want.
Yeah.
No man
who doesn't want beard oils?
Right, beard oils and a basket that's Valentine's Day themed.
It's very mom.
No man needs to
a basket.
Well, societally, I don't have to show everyone that I've been acknowledged. Right? I think a lot of women, they have to go, yup, flowers.
Yes,
I found a good one. Right. Got a good one. Yeah. He knows the drill.
Yeah.
Anyone with no flowers, loser. Anyone with flowers, winner.
Yes.
So this is society. I'm not looking to change the weather.
This is society.
No man deals with that. So if your gift has any version of he could show it to his friends to show how well he did, you've wasted your time and money.
It depends, no? What if you get a good gift? What if you get a good gift?
My gifts, when I get them, if I was to show a friend, it would be because they go, where'd you get that?
What if you get a signed Tom Brady helmet?
It would go in my house. I'd put it on the counter.
You wouldn't send a picture to anyone?
My parents, maybe. But like, I'm saying it doesn't have to be Valentine's Day related.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that's the mistake But I'm saying the basket that has the beard oils and has probably the tissue paper that's pink.
Red. Yeah.
Waste of time.
Yes.
Give him something really good that he really needs and wants. Functional gifts. We like things we can use.
Yes.
Like a blowjob.
Things that last.
No, but we want.
What about a nice bottle of alcohol?
I'm okay with that, but I'm not like, unless I've been asking for it. Like if I was like, man, I think it would be nice. Like if I'm like, what's the alcohol? Pappy Van Winkle. That's like the one.
I don't know.
That's really expensive. I don't drink it. I would say that's one that like people would buy for someone on a special occasion. That's like a thing where if he's been talking about like, what I would do to buy a
something
Pappy.
they've been talking about. Yeah.
Right. I think the Valentine's Day gift would have to, if you really want to make a guy feel special, it's got to be the same thing you would get him for a birthday, get him for an anniversary.
Agreed.
Something that's thoughtful.
That's why I think Valentine's Day is dumb.
Well, that's the thing. That's why it never is a win for women, because a guy gets you flowers and a card and some candies, and it's all like Hallmark junk.
That's the thing.
There's no male version of that makes you just as happy. I would just be like, a blowjob.
This is the thing with like the flowers and the bullshit on Valentine's Day. I almost like, I almost feel like it's like, this is not like, I don't think this is like the general opinion of Valentine's Day celebrators, but like, I feel much happier if Avi brings me flowers on a random day than if he brings them on Valentine's Day. Because Valentine's Day, it's like, oh, he knew he had to do it because everyone's doing it.
How about this? Here's the scenario.
Yeah.
Avi comes home January 19th, has a flower, gives you flowers. He goes, Sammy, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Here's some flowers. I was just thinking about you.
Yeah. That does happen.
And then you go, that happens?
Yeah.
And then after he gives you the flowers, you give him a hug and a kiss, and he whispers in your ear, he goes, check me off for Valentine's Day too. Are you cool with that? Like, this is the thing, it's a no-win. It's a no.
It's like, you don't even have to say it.
Consider this the Valentine's Day gift.
No, because that's annoying.
Right.
But if he just didn't get me something on Valentine's Day, I'd be like, okay, like, we're busy.
I'm going to really annoy a woman one day. There's going to be a day where I get into a relationship, because this is all the shit I would love to do. Have fun with those flowers.
Because they got to last a month.
Consider them good for Valentine's Day, too. I would say that. There's no question.
Jared, you'll know that you found the one when she can take these jokes and think that they're funny.
That is funny.
It is.
If you're out there and you're,
but the thing is, it's funny to me sitting here.
I love
you're not
to
fucking doing it to me.
I know. My perfect Valentine's Day, I was trying to think. I wake up, the woman is rubbing my feet with, and I'm not even a foot guy. I hope this isn't taken out of turn, with lotions and things. Okay.
Okay.
Then wipes them down. I don't like them greasy. We get out of bed.
You don't want to slip.
I don't want to slip. Then I get out of bed. I give her flowers that I bought on January 19th.
Here, they're dead.
We go for breakfast.
Okay.
We both eat a massive amount. We really go to town. We come back, all farts allowed. Everyone can fart.
You would love my relationship. We fart all the time.
A lot of farts?
A lot of farts.
Fart-friendly house.
Yeah.
Even the apartment in Manhattan.
Yeah, we don't like...
And the country home. All right, let's play some games. Red flag or deal breaker. This is the game that is sweeping the country. You're dating someone, great date. One thing happens. Is it a red flag? You notice it and move on? Or is it a deal breaker?
They edit their text 5 times.
They edit their... It really did make him look like a loser.
It was a red flag.
Dear J and JNS, I'm 35. I've been on 4 dates with a 38-year-old I met on Hinge. I have a red flag or deal breaker for you. He mentioned he was divorced on the apps. We talked about relationships of our past on our second date. He said that they separated because when they got married, they both didn't want kids. A few years into the marriage, she decided she did want kids. They tried, including IVF, and didn't get pregnant. That prompted stress, and the conflict was too much. He said they are still on good terms and talk in part because they share friend circles, and sometimes he will watch her dog when she goes out of town. Mm-hmm. We were talking about next weekend, and he mentioned she is hosting a party, which he is going to, and asked if he would bring a +1. I asked how much they still talk and said about weekly. For example, she had stopped by to borrow tools from him this week and occasionally talked to him about her boyfriend. He asked my perception and I said it was a flag, at a minimum, a yellow one. I asked why they're so close, and he said, well, she is one of the people in the world who knows him best, and while they didn't work out, she is a good person. He said if we move forward, he would want me to feel comfortable. So what do you think? How much communication with an ex-spouse is okay, and for what purposes before it becomes a red flag or deal breaker? Thanks for all you do. Sincerely, why call your ex when you can go to Lowe's?
I don't know about
that.
I don't know.
Why call your ex when you can go to Lowe's? That's like
because it's free.
And... You keep in contact, you have an amicable relationship, like it can happen.
I don't think that's crazy.
Right.
That specifically. It's interesting. I've never seen anyone where this is the case.
Have you ever kept up with an ex?
No.
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 Not like this.
Never, no, not even close.
Here's the problem.
This is actually like, is someone gay? That's what it feels like.
It does, right.
It feels like the relationship after someone has come out.
That's fair. That does have that vibe. I would also say what he said is really kind of a weird thing to say. He said
she's a good person.
She's one of the people in the world who know him best, and they didn't work out. She is a good person. Like
I don't care. There's a lot of good people.
There's a lot of good people, and
that's not a reason you.
I think he has no friends.
You think?
I think in a relationship, a lot of times men don't. Women keep up their friendships in more depthy ways, just generally. I don't think he might not have a lot of people to talk to.
That's an interesting theory.
Yeah, it's just a theory because the way it's being said, where he's like, she's the only person who knows me. Like
she knows him best.
Right,
which,
but that means
the person
he's lonely.
You're married to would know you best.
Right. Like who would, yeah. And then the reason they end
but it's like,
is
why
this
they end?
Well, they ended for this off reason that she says she wants to have a kid, then they don't. It sounded like she dumped him.
It does.
And it sounds like the reason she gave is I don't know about kids, and because of that, you do want kids. And now that we've gone through that, I'm out.
It seems like too clean.
It does.
But also that kind of thing, like it's not impossible. Maybe they just they don't have feelings as strongly.
Yeah, but when it's clean like this, when there's no feelings anymore, you got to go to your separate sides and like readjust with your own friends, like to keep this up. Like,
right. Like, why do you have to talk that much?
Right. Once a week, she's the only one that knows me. A good person just is like, I hope no one describes me as a good person. That's why they keep up with me.
Yeah. Because also, like, who are you? You're a fucking judge? You're God?
Right. Who are you?
I hate when people, can I be honest? I actually hate when people, this is a pet peeve of mine, when people say like, so-and-so is a good person, or someone will be like, I'm a good person, or like, they're a bad. It's like, how the fuck do you know? Who are you? You're there with the scales?
Right.
Like, what do you fucking know if someone's a good person, bad person? Go fuck yourself.
It's a really easy, right. Sammy's not a good person. She will judge your good person with a...
No, it's like, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't fucking know. Who judges?
By whose standards,
By whose standards, exactly.
I agree with you. I also think it's one of those resume items that's really easy.
Right, it's like, you're not a bad person.
I'm a good person as a mother, as a father, as a girl dad, as a Jew, as... Anytime someone says as a...
Yeah.
They are fraudulent.
But also, anytime someone is like...
As a board-certified physician, fine. That's a different thing.
Fine. Right. If you have a degree.
If you say ASA and it's not followed up by... No, not just...
If it's followed up by something that you just...
Graduate level degree. That's the only way I trust it.
Yeah.
As a Penn State graduate, no, not enough. I went to the school.
As a woman, like, all I did was be born. Like,
as a 58-year-old age, also a horrible resume item.
Unless it's specifically about 58-year-olds.
Right. Then I guess that would give you the right.
Depends on the thing.
But I don't believe the same thing for mother.
Yeah. But anyone.
As a mother.
No, you could be very, very bad mothers around.
It has to have the next word.
Expert.
Right. It has to be certified. I need a diploma as a fart enthusiast.
You don't have a diploma for that.
I don't. Okay.
It needs to be something that there's a consensus about.
Right.
But with this, again, what does that fucking mean?
Well, it means we're hiding something. I think when you say she's a good person, you're hiding.
I actually think the reason people say someone's a good person is because they want to like vouch for, they want you to like, that's how they tell themselves they're a good person.
Why? Because...
Or that they hang out with good people. Like they're a good person, and I when someone like vouches for someone... I think it's to get her to shut up. Get her, get the
emailer. Like they're a good person, and then what are you going to say?
Oh, right.
Then go fuck themselves?
That is something people use to make people shut up.
Right. I think it's like a good way to like get people to like back away.
If someone's like, I'm not sure if I'm a good person, I'm like, you're probably good because you are not so full of yourself.
Whenever someone says, how are you today?
Like, fine.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I don't say good. I don't say bad.
I'm
okay.
I'm alive. Dealing. Thank God.
Right.
But yeah, no, I think it's a red flag.
It's a red flag. It means I'm with you. It is teetering on deal breaker because I would say, hey, you got to clean up your house. And if you don't see that this is weird, I need someone to see it's weird. Like if he had said,
like, yes,
our relationship is peculiar, and to say she's a good person is actually, you're skirting the issue.
Right. It's a canard.
There you go.
That people use.
Deal breaker. I'm actually out.
You're saying deal breaker. I'm saying red flag, but it has to, I agree with you. They need to acknowledge, like, yes, I understand this is extremely peculiar. We have a weird situation, but it just works for us.
But he literally did not say any of that.
Well.
And this is a 38-year-old man.
Maybe he will.
But I would even say, if I spoke to him again, hey, there's an answer I would have felt really comfortable with, and you gave the answer that is like actually the one that made me write into a podcast to strangers.
Well,
so
what if he doesn't?
Can you just elaborate on how fucking weird this relationship is with your good friend, your ex-wife?
Yeah, your good friend, close friend, who is a good person. Well, okay, what if they don't say it, but you ask and you're like, do you agree maybe that's a little strange? And the guy was like, yeah, I totally think I know it's really exceptional or unique.
I don't even know, because she did ask good questions. when he said he wants me to feel comfortable, like, so this is just going to happen?
It sounds like you're co-parenting with the sex, but you're not.
There's another conversation.
You want me to feel comfortable.
Yeah, I don't like that.
There's something that
something's off. Let's do another.
Keep your eyes open, girl. Okay. Hi, J&J and S. I'm a 33-year-old guy, and all of my close friends are either married or in long-term committed relationships. I'm the last single one in the group.
Nerd alert!
Jared, this was you.
Is this me?
This was you 7 years ago.
7 years ago, me.
Yeah. I've been single for a while, mostly by choice. I date, I put myself out there, and I genuinely enjoy my life.
Sure.
I'm not rushing to settle. You're going to question this guy? I'm not rushing to settle down, but I've started to notice this unspoken pressure from friends, family, and sometimes even dates that I should have moved into the next phase by now. I'm sorry, I probably would have made you feel that way too. No one really outright says, hey, just commit. I'm sure some do behind your back. But there are a couple of friends asking, okay, and now what? When I'm over 7 dates with a new woman, as if it's all on me to make the decision. On dates, it can feel like my relationship status is being quietly evaluated. For example, a woman I went on a date with last night asked me when my last serious relationship was, and I told her it was when I was 25. She did the mental math, wow, really tough one, of the years.
7 plus 2 divided by 3.
Okay, 8 years, that's some time. How long was that relationship for? I definitely felt a way about it. My friends are saying something, but now my dates are? Like being single at 33 is something that needs explaining instead of just being where I'm at. So here's the red flag or deal breaker question. Single at 33 and loving it, a red flag. Would love your take. Not even a red flag. It's just, this is not even a red flag.
Problem. This is also, this is a dependent on where he's living. I had a friend that I remember they moved from DC to New York and they felt like they got younger.
Yes, DC is the cultural black hole of old people.
It's a very conservative socially place. Like not politically, but like
no, it
conservative. Is. Like listen, I love doing shows in DC. They're the most thoughtful people. They're fun. They'll go with you.
Fun.
As far as comedy is concerned,
yeah.
I think when it comes to the friend group in that area, that's an area that can be suffocating. I hear what he's saying. If I'm to give this guy feedback on his red flag or deal breaker, his attitude is the red flag.
Yeah.
It's not being single at 33.
No, that's not weird.
You have to accept that your lifestyle is a question to people, is what's the plan? And as long as you're saying to people, I'm having a great time and I'm not going to settle to meet someone, it's got to be the right match and situation to get me this great life even better. And that's not to say that the people I meet aren't great, that I'm not going to do that. And I think it's all about how you sell it. And right now you're selling a loser. I not to be too mean, I'm just saying, like, you read this, like, are people real? When you get into like that languaging of like, do people really judge someone who's single and 33? Newsflash. People are judging everything you do.
All the time.
Everything, all the time. Someone looks at you and goes, look at that stupid fucking idiot and how they did that thing. I would do it the exact opposite of them. They're a loser, idiot, stupid, and I would never associate with them. And you know what? We're better off not knowing that people are thinking that. But we should acknowledge that if someone has a different opinion than you about your life, that's okay.
Also, this is obvious. Like, if you exist in the world, that people have thoughts about a single 33-year-old man and his ability to whether to choose to find someone or to not.
Yeah, but the problem is the more he says, I love it, and the more he says,
of course you love it.
I'm great. Well, the more you say that, the more people don't believe you.
Yeah.
They think something else is wrong.
They think you have a commitment issue.
Right, and that's why when I read this and I say he sounds like the red flag, it's not whether you believe what you're saying or not. It's just how you're saying it.
Yeah. Okay, this also speaks to something that I sort of relate to with the like having kids. There's this expectation of like, oh, you're not going to like do the next phase.
Right.
Like you're not going to go do it right now.
It's
when
annoying.
are you going to do the next phase?
Right.
Like, let us know. We're watching. And then it's like whenever you see someone who you see every few months or something, they want an update on like, so what are you thinking about kids? And it's like, I don't fucking know. Like, and it's not that people are asking it because they want to like, make you feel bad. It's just people ask shit because no one knows what to say ever.
They're void of personality. I think this is like cheap fodder. I think it's like the weather.
Yeah,
when someone's like, when are you gonna get married? Like that's them filling the air in the room.
Yeah.
Because they can't deal with either the silence that fills it or the critical thought it takes to come up with a new topic for conversation.
Yeah, just talk about other shit.
Right. So I think like the idea of like, when are you gonna settle down? Like, I would just give a speech. But like I would just go, whenever I find the right person.
Right. And I think
and then I would go, you got anyone for me? But here I have two mottos in life. Everyone notices, no one cares. That's it. Everyone notices, no one cares. So yeah, everyone notices you're single. Everyone's wondering what your plan is. No one gives a shit.
Yeah. They're just wondering because there's something to wonder.
Right. It's cheap fodder. Like, right. And I think it's harder for women on this stuff because societally and, the judgments and the other side of it. Like when someone asks the guy, like, you're not dating anyone? It's like, we don't immediately go to like, he must have a micro penis. Do you know what I mean? Like we don't go to like the most awful thing for men.
Right.
When we go, you're not dating anyone?
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with it? It's very light. When someone say it to women, you're not dating anyone?
Yeah,
okay?
Women's things are very much like less in their control, I think. And so it seems like, even this obviously isn't true totally, but like there's this old fashioned sort of idea that like the woman gets picked by the man and like she's taken off the market. My mom actually said this to me when Taylor and Travis got engaged and we're doing their—
It always comes back to Taylor.
Yeah, did their podcast. And she was saying, she was like, it was so refreshing to hear him say that he like picked her and that he felt so lucky to have her because when I was younger, like it was always that like the woman was so lucky to be picked by the man and like she was so lucky to be like with this guy, like with a guy who like had an amazing job or whatever. And she's like, so I think that that's kind of like the default.
So you're saying that she was happy that Taylor picked him?
That he realizes that he has caught someone legit.
He's been picked by the most amazing. Yeah,
yes.
I get that.
Yeah. And so I think with like, and also with women like having babies, like it's not necessarily in your control, like when that happens.
Right. It's not
like,
a 1 + 1 = 2 equation a lot.
Yeah. And I think men get asked these things because it's like, people feel like you're in the driver's seat.
Right. Well, that's what the one thing he does say in that email where he's like, I'm expected to like push to the next thing. That's a lot of pressure. I feel that pressure of like, okay, I like you. What are we doing? And it's like, what are you doing? It's a lot of like, it does feel like you're looked at to like, okay, little
you're
lady,
the decider.
Hop on my back. Let's go to relationship down. I feel that.
Yes.
I feel that pressure. So I understand that.
I also think that's because you're like at the part of like, I think if you were 28, I think it would be like dating a 27-year-old.
Yeah, I mean,
it would be less.
A lot less. Well, Sammy, this was fantastic.
This was so much fun.
We solved dating.
We did.
We did it. Everyone go follow Sammy, Morning Announcements at Betches. I'm Jared Freed. We are here every Wednesday and Friday. We have a Friday Feels coming with a whole new special guest back on Friday. Boom.